Malta is a popular wintering place for cruising sailors. We meet Phil aboard Sea Fox, who has combined his love of cruising with his work, and he gives us some hints for people thinking of getting into sailing.
Are we a yachtmaster instructor? Yeah, that's me. Qualified in England.
We're just going to get ourselves a boat. Somebody says interested in getting into sailing.
Yeah.
What do they really want to do to get started?
Well, initially they really should go out with somebody else and just get the feel, go sailing with someone who knows, you know, what's going to happen or what's likely to happen. Get out with them, get some experience for a few trips, and then they're in a position to get on their own boat and make it go. Under power, obviously you look around here, there's thousands and thousands of pounds worth of kit everywhere, so you know, we don't want someone screaming in here, crashing off one boat onto another one. People get excited about that, don't they, and upset. So, you know, a feel for boat handling in marinas, it's quite easy for people to think, they get hold of this wheel and they think they're in their car. And in a car, the back wheels conveniently normally follow the front wheels. But in a boat, of course, it pivots. So when you turn the front one way, the back is already moving the other way, so we have to be thinking about that. And then, of course, the weather conditions are actually going to affect what happens. Is there a crosswind? Is there a strong wind?
We'll have to take it out and give it a try.
Okay, we'll start it up. We've got some wind blowing across, so if we took the port ropes off first, we'd be drifting across before we were ready to actually move. So we've taken the bow starboard one off. Wendy's holding on to the front. I'm now going to take the stern lines off. Right, okay, we're completely free now of anything attached to the land, so we're just going to come back very gently in reverse. I'm looking to go this way because I know my own particular boat likes to in reverse, likes to go to the port initially. Working on the premise again that when the front's going that way, the back's going this way. Easing off the power, just let the boat do its thing and give it some forward. We're now looking around to make sure that there's nothing for us to run into. We're just very gently, no big revving of the engine, just gently moving out. Again, we're just seeing how the boat handles, finding out its characteristics, generally getting the feel for it.
So getting to know a new boat is going to be something for people too, even if they've learned to sail something else.
Oh yeah, every time you get on a different boat, then the first thing you need to do is some little exercises like this, just to see, you know, what. So there's going to be no nasty surprises. Because obviously the lighter the boat, the easier the bow will blow away in the wind.
Yeah. Now you'd be going through and showing people how to use their sails?
That's right. We're a sailing boat, so we should get the sails up. This particular boat has got in-mast furling, which means the sail is rolled up inside. We don't have to hoist it up.
I ask Phil how he teaches someone to sail.
The way I would teach it is we'd talk about where the wind is in relation to the sails on whichever point where you're trying to sail. Obviously, if you don't have the sails in the right place, the right angles to the wind, then the boat's not going to go forward. And then if we get too close to the wind, then you've got the boom will start to shake and crash. So you've got to know, really, the secret to this is, where is the wind coming from? And if you eventually, by experience, you can feel it. But we've got an array of instruments here giving us a clue anyway, so but I can feel it on my face over here. The wind's almost on the beam now, the widest point of the boat. And we've just cleared 6 knots of forward speed, which is really good for this boat.
Phil and Wendy have been traveling the Med aboard their southerly 115 sailboat since leaving England 2 years ago.
I love sailing. I get so much pleasure out of it, and I want other people to do the same, you know. From the first day I set foot in a little dinghy, it was a passion. And I want other people to to experience it and enjoy it, because we shouldn't keep it a secret. It's too good. Just look at this. I mean, are we lucky or what?
Many of the festivals around the Mediterranean occur in the summer months, and a quick check of the calendar shows we will be able to catch the fireworks competition, traditionally dominated by the Maltese companies. Malta is mad for fireworks, and with each parish wanting to advertise their local festival with a bang, you'd expect the standard to be high. Malta has a population of just 400,000, and there are 11 fireworks factories here. This factory just can't resist showing off their talent for ingenuity as well as their nationalistic spirit. They've figured out how to make fireworks spell Malta. It's a fitting way to leave this place that has become our second home in the Mediterranean. In Hoplel Malta Hafna. I think it means I love Malta, or could I have an ice cream? Anyway, we love Malta, and I think that leaving here is difficult. We know we're going to come back sometime. I guess that's often the way when you travel. You find some place that you really love, and you know you're going to come back again to see it.
Our route from Malta will take us across the Malta Channel to Sicily, where we'll travel along the coast and through the Strait of Messina. Here we'll enter the Tyrrhenian Sea and sail north along the coast to Maratea, where we'll leave the boat to take the train to Naples, stopping at Pompeii and Mount Vesuvius. We return to the beginning of our tale with a rainy arrival in Maratea.
Well, it looks like there isn't too much more to get through. And I guess another hour and a half till we get in, but it looks like we'll only be about a half an hour until we're through the worst of this rain. Well, not the way I pictured the south of Italy in June, but it's mainly been sunny and not too hot. Nice time to come to Italy. If you want to visit the Mezzogiorno, which is the south part of Italy, this is a nice time. The weather's starting to get good, and you don't have any of the crowds. One of the nice things about using a radar when you're doing navigation is you can see all the other ships around. And in this case, because the rain in the clouds that's coming down out of the clouds is big enough to be a target for the radar, that shows up on here too. So that's this big sort of lump in the middle, and seems to be getting a little thicker and denser in front of us. And you can actually see how it moves. So it's coming a little bit off the coast toward us as I've been watching it the last little while. So it's pretty great with radar that you can actually use that to plot weather as well as obviously ships and coastline. And the way it's displayed on the chart here, you can see that it's overlaying it right on top of the chart itself, so that obviously this part here at the north is going to be just land and there, and then maybe there's a ship out there, and then this huge big blob which kind of moves around amorphously, and that's going to be the rain shower itself showing up like that on the radar.
I almost forgot that I was at sea. It's really great with all the modern technology to be able to communicate while we're underway. I had a few minutes, so I've written a few emails and I'm about to send them off.
The combination of our chart plotter and radar, plus up-to-date weather information through the internet, means we feel confident we'll have clear skies for our night arrival in Maratea. Although it will be after midnight when we make landfall, we have studied the charts and are expecting a straightforward entrance into the well-lit harbor.
Yeah, nighttime arrival in Maratea. It's a packed place, parties are happening. There's space at the fuel docks, so we're gonna tie up there and wait till morning.
Oh, this is excellent. Little Maratea here. It's a nice, calm harbor to come into. Now we're going to get a dock over here. We'll stay a couple of days and explore the south part of Italy. Really looking forward to that. Maybe we can try and take one of the gorgeous trains that we've seen going up and down the coastline.
There's a train station right at the top of the hill. The Italian trains are modern and efficient, and we enjoy the ride north along the coast to Pompeii. On August 24th, 79 AD, the provincial Roman market town of Pompeii was frozen in time when it was buried in ash by a catastrophic eruption of nearby Mount Vesuvius. People grabbed what they could and ran, leaving everything else to be uncovered well-preserved nearly 2,000 years later. Pompeii is a place I've always wanted to see because not only does it capture a period of time, it captures an exact day of the volcano's eruption. Since Pompeii was buried in over 6 meters of pumice stone and ash rather than destructive molten lava, garden structures, buildings, and beautiful religious and domestic items stayed well preserved over the centuries. Another thing that makes Pompeii so special is that in 63 AD, there was an earthquake, so a lot of the town was renovated, all in the same period of style. Mosaic floors had been redone, walls and wall paintings newly restored. So when the eruption buried Pompeii, many things were preserved from a nearly new state. This remarkable fresco of 29 life-sized figures depicts an initiation rite of the cult of Dionysus. It progresses from left to right on 3 walls for a total of 17 meters.
Sometimes it's important to do the tourist thing. In this case, Pompeii just seemed like we couldn't miss it. And I'm learning about all kinds of great stuff, guidebooks and everything. This apparently is an opportunity to get some fast food. It's like a fast food counter. There were lots of them on all kinds of corners. And it doesn't seem so civilized now. I can't get anything to eat.
It's a huge site, so it is possible to find places and have them all to yourself. Really imagine what life was like on a day-to-day basis during that time. Looming in the background, shrouded in haze, is the menacing volcano of Mount Vesuvius, where we head to next and make the ascent to the top. It's a 20-minute walk from the bus to the top of the crater. When you're in Pompeii, you can almost forget that this is here. But it's an enormous volcano, and you can see why there was so much destruction. The eruption was so violent that the top part of the volcano collapsed, leaving this broad crater. You can walk 3/4 of the way around the rim.
This is amazing. If you get to this area, definitely make the hike up. It takes about an hour. Good hike. This is nice to do it on a day when there's a little bit of cloud. The only problem is it obscures what would be, I'm sure, the best view of Pompeii, which is now the best view of Pompeii. Sort of nothing, anyway. It's amazing. Just imagine you're so close to all these towns, and if this ever blows up again, man, are they in trouble. The most recent serious eruption came in 1944, when lava came out from the top of the volcano, and although it flowed down, did not threaten any nearby towns. These days it is monitored by the Vesuvius Observatory in Naples. Vesuvius has been quiet since 1944, the largest period of inactivity in 500 years, and current theory is that the next eruption could be large, although not on the scale of the one that buried Pompeii. Nevertheless, there's an evacuation plan for the nearby towns.
Our voyage from Malta to Pompeii along the coast of southwest Italy has given us an insight into daily life in the past. Join us next time as we complete our final voyage aboard Two-Step and discover the modern-day delights of boating in the Calabria region of Italy.
Are you interested in the cruising lifestyle? Are you planning to sail away on a cruising adventure? Or researching cruising areas and destinations? Distant Shores is a television series about the cruising life, with lots of tips for sailors planning to sail away.
This is Oswego, New York. We are entering the Erie Canal system, and this will take us all the way from Lake Ontario to the Hudson River, which gets us to New York City.
Plus destination information to help you make your cruising plans.
I can stand on the bottom.
We've been filming Distant Shores for nearly 15 years and know the fun and challenges of the cruising life. We've made Distant Shores with you in mind. We include plenty of cruising tips in this travel series, as well as lifestyle segments and hints for sailors heading to exotic destinations. Encouragement for you and your crew to get out cruising. Destinations include the Intracoastal Waterway, the Bahamas, Caribbean, the Mediterranean, Scandinavia, transatlantic passage making, the French canals, and more. Distant Shores is available on DVD and digital download and can help you achieve your cruising dreams.